Got a little short update. Trying to get this motor thrown back in the car before the damn rain starts. Sorry for the wobbly walking. Anyway, I'm out here. Got the motor ready to go in. Got the cross member scooted back. That was a little bit easier to get loose than I was originally thinking. Went over my headers with a little wire wheel and a little bit flat file to make sure they looked okay. The header for the passenger side has slip fits as well, but something that people were asking, these long tube Headman headers for the S10 chassis, if you look, they have slip fits on those center tubes right there. I could not get those things to quit leaking, and I got so sick of hearing a little psh, 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 leak that we just went ahead and migged them stupid things shut. But I left the slip fits intact on the other side, basically for this purpose of taking the engine in and out. You had to be able to do that one header in pieces. Went ahead and got the oil filter relocation fittings replaced and sealed up, so it's ready to go. Oh, I wanted to mention that crazy ass shifter shaft seal. I noticed after replacing that shifter shaft seal that over maybe a day, almost 2 days at time, there was a little quarter to 50-cent size puddle or drip coming off that stupid ass shaft again. So I just took my half-inch socket and extension and just tapped her 2 or 3 more times, just kind of seated it up in the hole just a little bit more. And since I had, I don't know, god dang, that's been 3 or 4 days, because that was like Friday or something last week, and it hadn't leaked a drop. So fingers crossed that that stupid thing is fixed. And I got, let's see, I redid every single junction, every fitting. I can tell you right now, if this oil filter relocation, if these lines seep and leak after this, I just don't think you can make them not leak, because I've got Permatex, liquid Teflon on every single fitting, you know, except for the conical seat of those damn AN fittings, because they don't require sealant. But every threaded pipe thread or anything like that, I've got liquid Teflon on it, and I've got them as, if you literally turn that thing another 1/8 of an inch any tighter, it'll be stripped. That's on every single fitting. Redid these out here. Now, I have heard several people online saying part of the reason is using those brass junction, or I don't know what you'd call that. It's not a coupler, but anyway, when you're trying to seal brass on aluminum, that they tend to seep because there's a different expansion rate between the aluminum and the brass. Fingers crossed that that crap is sealed, because I'm sick of having little tiny drips on this motor. You can see in that spark plug hole a little bit of that Bon Ami powder that I blew up in each cylinder again, because just doing a slight application of it seemed to really help a lot on that initial run time that we put on it to check the rocker arms and the new flex plate. Like I said, I pulled that new flex plate off again, cleaned that bell receiving area on the crank real good, got it all put back together and torqued to 60 pounds. Finally tracked that, what I think has been this nightmare transmission drip. Has to have been all the time been that stupid shifter shaft seal, because nobody noticed it was leaking, and it would literally just run down right off that shaft and just follow that stupid pan gasket almost all the way around the transmission, because it's got a cast aluminum pan on it with a Velcro rubber pan seal, because originally when we first had this rebuilt, we started out running full B&M synthetic fluid, real pretty looking blue fluid, but it's a pain in the neck, so we stopped running that and just went back to the red. But we went ahead and put that rubber gasket on there because it's supposed to be synthetic fluid compatible. So anyway, just wanted to give you a short update video on where I was at, and we'll try to get this thing in here and get it running.